Hello, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be talking about the Roblox game, known as Fisch, which has undoubtedly had the biggest comeback of all time. I have never seen a game blow up, die, and become more popular after it died. It's insane. Anyways, let's get into it. Now, first we need to define Fisch on Roblox. What did Fisch do to become popular in the first place? Well, a lot of people know about simulator games. Simulators right now are the most popular games on Roblox. Simulators are just cash grab games full of pay-to-win stuff that relies on the luck RNG to make you happy, with a bunch of bright, vibrant colors and constant little things that makes the game, eye-catching for these little kids. And yeah, that's what all simulators do. And yeah, to be honest, a lot of people don't like simulators. They think simulators are just pay-to-win little games for little babies and or iPads. However, Fisch was different. Instead of having these bright colors, it had this calming vibe. Fisch wasn't even paid to win at first. At first, it really was just a luck game that was fun. It was peaceful. People actually enjoyed it. People weren't like, this is so pay to win and stupid. They actually liked it. And that made Fisch get popular. It started averaging from anywhere from 200,000 to 400,000 players, which is insane. And that was in November of last year. However, in December of last year, they actually had a peak player count. They had a peak player count of 850,000 players. That is a lot. They were the biggest game on Roblox from then on. And yeah, then a studio by the name of Do Big Studios, known for having a very bad reputation with games, decided, hey, we're gonna buy it. And they offered Woozy Nate a whole shit ton of money. And Woozy Nate, being the guy he was like, alright. And yeah, then it was settled. Do Big now owned most of Fisch, and that meant they were going to make some extremely bad changes. The first thing they added was 64 times luck and a lot of pay-to-win game passes. And yeah, that made people get really annoyed because they were just trying to have fun, but now it really just depended on how much Robux you had. And a bunch of people started getting better and better at the game. This caused the game to kind of die out by February. By February, it started losing players. By March, it was almost dead. By March, it only had 100,000 active. Still good, right? No. By April, only 40,000. And by the start of June, they were averaging from anywhere to 19,000 to just 9,000, which is insanely bad for the game that used to be the biggest on Roblox. And yeah, this caused a lot of people to get sad because Do Big can't just keep doing this. And yeah, because of that, Do Big tried to fix it by adding a second C, which killed the game even more. The second C really just ruined the whole game, I think. And yeah, Do Big realized, hey, we ruined this game. So they gave it back to Woozy Nate and this other guy named Nick. And Woozy Nate and Nicholas were not like other developers. They did not like pay to win, and they immediately removed almost everything that was pay to win. First, they got rid of the 64 times luck. And then they got rid of all the other pay-to-win things. You know in those shops how they have these little things that look like a discount? Yeah, those things, they removed those. Because really all those do is make kids want to buy items more. And yeah, the game stopped being as pay-to-win. And in fact, when they removed it, a lot of people started tuning back in. The player count went from 10,000 to 40,000, which is pretty good. That's 4 times more players than before. However, they weren't fully done. Woozy Nate and Nick knew there was something they had to remove. The second C. In the second C, it was just really stupid, right? And you know what they were like? Bye-bye. And they removed it. Yeah, after the second C got removed, the game really went up. It went from 40,000 to 90,000. Yeah, 90,000. Then 100,000. Then 140,000 average. However, they weren't done. They knew, you know what? Our game may be trending, but it's not going to keep it. We got to have something to make it keep trending. And they had an idea. Admin abuse. Yeah, undoubtedly this is something that made Roblox games really popular. All Roblox simulators have a bunch of iPad kids hop on for like an hour, and they give out some free, cool, limited stuff. Like Steal a Brain Rot and Grow a Garden did, and 99ers and Forest also did. These games were breaking records because of admin abuse. And yeah, that's what Fisch realized. Hey, we should try. And the first admin abuse they did after they died got pretty impressive. They averaged 400,000 players the whole admin abuse. That's pretty good for a game that used to have 9,000. Then they weren't done. Next update, they had around 600,000 people tune in. Yeah, that was more than Grow Garden's player count at the time. That's insane. But they were not even done yet. They knew they could go better. So the next update, they completely cooked and got 700,000 on that next admin boost. However, they knew, once again, they were not done. Then it happened. They got to 800,000, but they weren't done. Then 900,000, the same update. 950,000, 990,000, 997,000, 998,000. And then it happened. 1 million players playing Fisch at the same time. That was insane because this game literally used to average below 10,000 and now it had got to over 1 million. That is like 100 times increase, which is insane. But next week, Fisch got 1.01 million. Sure, that's a barely increase, but it's still impressive. And the next update, they were cooking. This weekend, they got 1.2 million players. Yeah, you heard me, 1.2 million. That is a lot of players actually. Because 1.2 million means 1.2 million people tuned in. Yeah, and each update seems to going up by 200,000. So you can only assume what's going to happen next. They're probably going to get 1.5 million, then 1.8 million, then 1.9 million, maybe even 2 million. They might even start breaking world records even if this continues. And yeah, I'm happy because Fisch is the only Roblox simulator that isn't a crash grab, because all new Roblox simulators are really just cash grabs. And yeah, with all of this combined, I think a lot of people realize Roblox might be healing. Because right now, the most popular games are just simulators or stupid games that are filled with bots and little children. Like Steel Brain Rot Garden and Plants vs. Brain Rots. They're stupid with little children, and I don't know why anybody would fucking play them. But now, they think that Roblox is healing, because a lot of other games seem to be updating again. Prison Life and Jailbreak, they used to be averaging under 10,000. Now, Prison Life's up to 20,000, and Jailbreak's up to 15,000. Another game that died, that is coming back slowly, is Blox Fruits. Well, yeah, people don't really like Blox Fruits, but I think it's better than the current games we have. Today they had 400,000, and in the last 30 days they almost had 1 million players active. Yeah, that's pretty good. And yeah, hopefully Roblox is healing. Now, a couple other things with Fisch. Did they ask for their money back? No. What Dubig did is they just let the guys like Woozy Nate and Nick develop. Like, it's like with the Grow Garden. Dubig has some control over Grow Garden and Steel Brain Rot, but it's not like they own the full thing. Like, they used to own the full Fisch, but now they only own a bit. They're still making money off of Fisch, but they're really not doing anything with Fisch. And yeah, if this keeps up, Fisch might get even more popular, because as of right now, they have 200,000 people playing. That's pretty good. And last week, they only had 100,000 average playing. So honestly, Fisch, if it keeps doing this, Fisch is probably going to be one of the most popular games. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please tell me. And if you like this style of content, please also tell me. And yeah, the winners for our giveaway will be posted in the comments for like the Steel Brain Rot Plants vs. Brain Rots giveaway, because I am not playing those games anymore. And yeah, I might as well even do a Fisch giveaway, speaking of it. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to join my Discord, smash a like, and yeah.